gauging faith, yeah? So you could see your day based on faith instead of your story, and you'd see how much your your story is aligned with where the faith is. Yeah, yeah. And yet, what would happen if you noticed that? You'd lose faith in the narrative, fucking far out. You see, this isn't just for fun. It triggers things. It triggers a different distribution of faith. So you have a narrative based on old ideas and memories. You don't, but we we represent and present that all day. But if you actually saw the real mover was faith, yeah, it would bring you to somewhere, I think. Yeah. And then if you, first of all, you wouldn't be in the constant state of without knowing. You would know. And that knowing can do something because faith will be redistributed. Yes. And you are just the appearance of faith being delivered, really. Yeah. Yeah. So that's why, Ramana, if you read like the collected works of Ramana, which are recordings from 35 to 39, I think. So he talks to a lot of different people, a lot of different things. But for some of us, we would probably be completely appropriate to be at that meeting when he says, listen, if you're not into finding the origin of the misery, just surrender. Yeah, surrender, and thy will be done, but you'll observe thy will is done, which is different than hoping for thy will to be done. You will observe that it is being done. Yes, yes. It's as an action figure, to me, that's the broad highway, not becoming an awakened, the bodiless embodied, No, I think as an action figure, surrender works quite well. Just admit you're outmatched and surrender. And surrender turns into surrendered. It does. It becomes a state that now is a part of the basis of the action figure, not something that it uses like as an ace in the deck when it doesn't get what it wants. No. Yeah. Yeah. So, and what surrender really is it opens up the faith in what you're relying on that's unreliable to have that faith be disassociated with it and move. Really. You just admit you're outmatched, and then suddenly the faith moves, and now you get different results. Yes. And then the idea of being used, that had you always looking out, you find your greatest relief is in being used. Yeah, really. Being used by this other power. Yeah. So, any questions or anything?
No, I don't see anyone's hands. And oh, now there's the other Alex, but they don't have their okay. Here.
There
Oh,
was
and
one Alex,
okay.
and there was the other Alex. All right.
Okay. Yes, we can. I don't know if this is.
We got Alisa and Alex.
Yeah, but Alex, maybe could you put on your camera? Because if we don't know who you are, we just don't. Oh, there you are. Just okay. You can take off your camera now. I just wanted to make sure you weren't some Zoom bomber. Okay, and here you go. Okay, there you go. You can unmute yourselves.
You got to speak now. Yes, Alex, can't hear you. Alex.
Okay, here we
Yes,
go.
yes. Now we hear
Right.
you.
So, thank you for the talk. I was wondering, do you think there's any merit to spiritual seeking at all? Like, does it get you anywhere? Like, not you, but people in general.
Fail. Yes, it has the greatest gift of all.
failure.
They're not your devices, and you will have a hit that you are what you're looking for, and that will cause you to stop looking. Or not even that, it will cause you to see you're not that which keeps looking. Really, that's even better, clearer. Yes? So that's what I think. No, here, everything can have value, again, because of the faith. Yeah. But the true value of looking for what you are as what you're not is that it will fail. And if you hear the right understanding, to me, the right understanding was non-duality, it's going to make complete sense why it failed. And you'll be very happy that if this is what brought me to this conclusion, I'm happy about all the failures. Yeah. Yeah. And so you can see, let's you have two people standing there, they're going to say the exact same thing, but it's all going to be completely different. One person who the seeker idea is strong, he's super pissed off that he hasn't gotten it yet. I'm fucking really pissed. I spent all this money. I've been with kissed so many feet. I've been with this and that and that. And he's completely clear he didn't get it, and he's super pissed because that hope is still that he's going to get it, or he should get it, or somehow it's because of him he's not getting it. The other person says the same thing. I'm not going to get it. I'm never going to get it, but it's a hallelujah because he's realized something. Yes. He realized that which is looking for it ain't going to get it because you are what's looking. Yeah. Not the you that's looking for. You are the looking, not the looker. See, it's very clear. The looker is a noun made up. The looking is the verb of living. So you are the looking, not the looker. Yeah. So yes, that's how I see it. But then again, be put to great value in a lot of ways. I just don't believe it can bring you to where you already are. I don't. Yeah. Yeah. But again, a lot of people, it's a better look than being a down and out rat, so to speak, than to be a spiritual person who's trying their best and trying to be virtuous and kind. Yeah, I'm all for that. I don't believe the premise that you have to do and get something you already are. I just don't. And I don't believe uh, you don't need to polish this mirror. Whatever blemish is appearing, it's from you, not on the mirror. The mirror is reflecting perfectly. So yes, that's how I see it. Is that all right? Even if it's not all right, that's what I got right now.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, we have another Elisa and then Mike M. I'm helping you, Shannon, if that's all right, because I can just see it right here. I don't know what everyone else's hands are doing, but the virtual hands. There's Elisa. Elisa, can you unmute yourself? You see us, Shannon?
Yeah.
Elisa? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I
That's
tried something new this last 2 weeks since the last time I was with you all. And instead of like trying to hyper focus, I just went, oh God. So I imagined, I'm a visual person. So I imagined that the parasite was like the Mucinex guy with the little flat hat with his giant cigar with the ashes dropping and the stink wafting off of him, driving like a giant old fashioned New York City taxi cab. And so when you said the parasite is driving the car, I don't have to focus so much on the defects and all the stuff to go, oh no, the parasite is driving the car. I would like another driver. Stop the car. I'm not another driver. And so we have a whole chain of people around me texting, oh no, the parasite was driving my car. So I don't know if that is in your opinion, if that is an error if I look at it that way, because it helps me to have conceptual stuff so that I can, try and make the ineffable a little bit more understandable. I think that is my
Well,
goal.
if it's working, that's great. Yeah, but I don't see it as an error. It's just not, it's not your car, one thing, but that's just the language.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You want to, yeah, it's a car that can be driven. Yeah, yeah. All right. Thank you. Nice. Mike M, come on in.
I just want to thank you, Paul, because I remember the day that um, she looked up the meaning of abject. And I've been through that book quite a few times. And I don't know, I never really considered that word in the definition. And when you break that down that way, it becomes painfully obvious that there has been this spiritless servility, which kind of blows me away that I've been such a worshiper of this mind in the past, the
You
future, the
haven't been,
present.
you haven't been.
Right. That
The
there's been
mind,
worshiping.
the
Right.
mind has been worshiping. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
You're the
But
audience. And without the sense of being the audience, you get absorbed into the character.
mm,
So we need a sense of audience by negating the character. Yes?
yeah,
If you're trying to negate the character as the character, it's just more character. You negate the character because you're seeing it from the audience.
wow.
Yes.
Dig it.
Yeah,
Dig it.
yeah.
I
So
appreciate you.
so the head will say, even though it's looking at the object of the character on the play stage, it will also say after there's a seeing that it's the one sitting in the audience. There's no one sitting in the audience.
Right.
The audience is awareness, let's say. Yeah. Yeah. So don't let it, even though it's casual, and I know you didn't mean that, but we can use it as a little thing because of the setting, the Zoom, just to catch it, just to see, all right, so now it's saying poo-poo to the character in the play, but saying it's implying it's the character in the audience. There's no character in the audience.
Understood.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it takes a minute for this to trickle in, but it starts to happen in spite of the self, apparently. So I appreciate you, man. Have a nice day up there.
Yeah. What really the impact of the self is when it's being observed and then the observing is claimed to be you. So you now become the self as the observer and the self as the observed. And the self as the observed, its emphasis goes down and now it goes up the self as the observer. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So it shifts. Okay, I've been found out. So let's move the emphasis to the observer self and not the observed self. Oops, got caught. Yeah. This is what it does, but it can only do two moves. It's not, it can't do more. So you catch the one and then you see the second. You see the second move. Yeah. This is called not two. It's not 50 or not 35. It's not two. So once your head, there's been enough information that you have been objectified, it now takes the role of the subject. Yeah, and now it's critiquing your spiritual condition and doing this and all that. And it's like it has two mouths. Yeah, you think you've stopped feeding one of them, but the other one's gorging, just stuffing shit in like this. It doesn't have one mouth. There's no one you. There's no you, and there's two of you. Yeah, yeah. There's the subject of you and the object of you. Both not you. But if you see one without the other, it's just like the seesaw is the weight's gonna move. Yeah. Yeah, it's just gonna go like this. Yeah. Yeah. Because you're still the axis. It's moving. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But what's observing everything is the audience of us, not, the people that are sitting in chairs on the stage. See, the audience is part of another stage. Yeah. Like Ramana said this once, it's a beautiful statement. Some people get to be clear and stuff, and then they realize the movie is fake. It's a movie, yes? And they're feeling like they're real and they're sitting in a real theater and they're seeing a fake movie. And then Ramana says, no, no, no. The unrealness, the circle of unrealness captures you sitting in the real chairs as a real person, seeing the unrealness of the movie. You are never outside the circle. What can be seen, yeah, or thought about as something to be seen cannot escape that circle. Yeah, no matter what it says. So it says it's the audience, but it has to build another stage called the audience stage because it never goes out of the little movie. Never, never. Yeah. So now we have this unseen observer that's pictured as a body. So now the audience seating is part of the stage. And it does this all the time. There's an awareness of something, it claims the awareness, it becomes the one who's aware, and that becomes part of the movie immediately. And then, okay, then the audience again, which is outside the movie, it gets claimed when it moves into sees the dreaming. Yeah, another stage is made. Yeah, and yet every time, every stage that says it's outside the periphery of the play is inside. How many? You don't need to see 800 times. You can get it in one. You can hear it in satsang and get it. You don't have to go through it. If you do, you do. But after 3 or 4 of the same movement, you're gonna recognize something. Yes, it's the suspected audience is part of the stage. Yes, yes, yeah, yeah. And there will be peace when you get tired. When you get tired of it, there'll be an underlying peace. Now, you may be throwing a tantrum on the surface or pouting or whatever. It doesn't matter. That door is always swung open. It's the gateless gate. It's the open secret. When you get tired of yapping or whatever, you can rest always. Yeah. And then you finally realize you're more of that than this surface activity. Yeah. Yeah. And there's a fatality in this life. When you end, you're not going to have, that's not another part of the movie. There's an end. It stops completely. You're not going to have a part of the movie called the end. That's the end of the parts of the movie. And it'll be like you've never existed. You never were here ever. I've died and I've been brought back. That's what I came back with. There was here the way your whole memory.
Skipping is really bugging me.
All right, we have another somebody. Did I black out there? No. No, you're there. Am I still here? Yes. All right. I have to check. Yeah. If it was just us, we'd be having coffee already. Don't worry. All right. Anyone? Diona, can you speak?
Okay, Paul, as I was just listening to you, so what you were just sharing about, it directly ties into what just came to mind, and it's this, I like there's this witnessing of a longing for what is it going to take to have what's perceived as a final blow to the character. There's this feeling that of oscillation of, oh yes, this is it, this is, oh, this is home, this is familiar, this feels good. And then the next thing, the character is, there's a believing in the character, and it's like, well, where did the last 2, 3, 4 hours go? Okay. Oh, there was a trick, the mind was tricked again. Okay. And it feels exhausting. It feels like sad. There's a sadness of like, what is it going to take for what feels like a final blow to the character?
See, honey, can I share that sadness is part of the character. It really bemoans the fact it's never going to get it, and it is sad for it. But it's the claiming of separation that is sad that it's that way. Yes, so it's never going to be there to get it, and the sadness is concerning that, I feel. Yeah. Yeah. That's not the neutral state. There's an underlying state that the faith is there with no plus or minus. Yeah. But I feel that sadness is the sadness of the activity of the program of a person. Yeah. There's a built-in sadness. It can only, it wants to experience its own absence, but it wants to be there to get it. And it's not going to be there to get it. It's not. I don't feel. So yeah, I feel the sadness is very valid here in the dreaming. The dreaming is expressing a lot of sadness that was already here. I mean, it's built in, so to speak. Yes. So.
Well, there's also this recognition that this bubble, the bubble will pop, and it will be like, oh, wow, like
That's not, no, that's a hope, honey. The head's holding out hope.
okay.
Yeah. There's the pop of the bubble may never even be heard. Yes. Because the bubble in and of itself is all about imaginariness. So the feeling of that you're freed from something may not even
Right.
be, freedom won't be of something. Yeah. It will just be free. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
Just
know
caught it.
when we want it to be different here, we hope that mythical there is going to do it. And that part's going to play itself out. Yeah. Just stick around. Don't get off the table, the operating table. Don't get up. Don't play doctor. Yes. Yeah. There's relief from that primordial sadness also. Yeah. It's a stubborn thing, the head. Look at what it does, where it makes movies where angels decide to have to fornicate with Meg Ryan or someone. I'm going to give up my eternal bliss and perfection. Give me a fucking break. We think way too highly of ourselves to think an angel's going to give up its wings to go out with Meg Ryan.
You didn't like the movie,
No. It just seems this is sort of part of the stubbornness of this wish. The head is in the cherishing of self. Yeah, it's not you. Yeah. The sadness is not yours. It's the sadness of this programming. Yes. There's a feeling of great loss of what's not separate, as the expression of proclaimed separateness, I would imagine. Didn't you have a lot of sadness a lot of times in this life that was very rich, I felt? Very rich in a lot of ways. It wasn't based on a culmination, but before is where the relief is not after that, it's before it. Yeah. But it has a strong suspicion it's going to end with the body. But that's why it has all these philosophies and shit that it's not the body, as a way of battling that. Self as a self, that's not going to be that. It's going to be morbid.
I didn't hear most of what you shared, Paul,
Really.
but it's okay.
Sorry, this thing isn't working today, but
Yeah.
I'm talking about the built-in sadness of the programming, because but the relief from that isn't after that, it's before it. Yes.
Right.
So the
Right.
relief from, there's not going to be a person that's going to get relief from a person. There's relief from personhood. Yes. Before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you hear that?
Yes, I did. I heard that. And
Right.
that clicked, that
The feeling
anchored.
is
So,
here anyway from what I just said, so you can feel it. It's in there.
yeah, I can feel the heart. So yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
language is just a vehicle. There's something else going on while we're
Mhm.
sitting here. Yeah, and
Yeah.
if the words don't get through to you, either you don't understand it or the Zoom goes out, it's already there. Yes, I have great faith in satsang. I do. Great
I
faith.
do too.
So there you go. Just come and sit and, yeah. Let's see who's coming in now. Hey, come on in. He's on another. Yeah, come on in. Yeah, here. Mike, we're in the garage, satsang. All right. All right, better put an announcement in. Hey, bro, how are you? We're ending right now. You come here for coffee. That's great.
Awesome.
See, he comes after the meeting, and because he's way before. That's pretty good. All right, anyone else? Or I'm gonna, Bridget L. Come on in, Bridget.
Hey,
Yeah,
Paul.
Shannon, see you. Yeah.
Yeah, I can so relate to what Diona was saying. I feel like this is the place where the spiritual seeker comes to die. And it feels futile. And I guess I was going to ask, the only
Lovely.
the only thing to do is surrender or inquire.
Mm.
Or
Is that right? Or do
Or-
nothing and just
do what's on order on Saturday.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What you feel inspired to do. Yep.
Yeah, because surrender, it can be a past tense. It's already happened, probably. Yeah. It's just something's dragging its feet and trying to say it doesn't think so. but there's been a recognition of a lot of things. So there's a knowing that something doesn't want to know. Yeah. There's a whole lot of knowing that the head does not want to know. Yeah. Yeah. When you lose interest in the value of the head, that knowing will leak out. And what you think you're in a constant battle with may have been concluded already.
Mm.
Seriously, really.
Mm.
Yeah, it's just
The
like
movie's over.
it's trying to drag its feet in time. Yeah, yeah. Your head is in the tiger's mouth already.
Yeah.
Yeah, all your seeming options were based on before you're in the tiger's mouth. You're already in the tiger's mouth. It's a done deal. It's not based on if I was nice or bad yesterday. It's not based on anything. Yeah. The surface does, the conditions of the depth have nothing to do with the conditions of the surface. The only constancy is it's all water. Yes. That's all. The surface condition that's apt to be affected by anything that happens around it is not the condition of the water in the depth. It's just that simple. Yeah. Yeah. So we make all our mea culpas for all the things we did in the surface and that, but the depth hasn't been moved by one bit of it. Yeah. Yeah. So the rest that you're gonna find you never left at some point. The rest that you were hoping to find, you're gonna find you've never left. Yeah. So there's a lot of tap dancing. It's all gets forgotten completely. Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Yeah. And just satsang is just a wonderful space because the underlying feeling is the exact same every satsang I ever been in, because it's basically it is a meeting based on the sense of presence and availability. That's what it is. It just sings the glory of our innate condition, which is present and available. Yeah. And then we could become present and available to a lovely little thing called satsang. And it's like a energy charged lullaby. It's very soothing, I feel. Yes? Take an hour of your day, sit still, hang out. Here we have fellowship at the live things, so we hang out for a few more hours, and it's just a wonderful day. They all blend into the same Saturday, literally. Yeah, same Saturday. It was, yeah, a nice smile was, yeah. So yep. I would, I have just a lot of, again, why I speak about faith is probably because I feel the biggest movements in this life have been by faith. Yeah, that's the closest description I can come to it in this world of action figure. Yeah, faith is the big mover and shaker. Yeah, now I'm not saying you that have faith, you are faith already. Just see what's directing the faith. Yeah. Well, a lot of faith was given to the head and it left yeah. Those henna tattoos it left looked like they were ink, but now I know they're not. But at the time when I was being tattooed by life, it sure looked like it was ink. Yeah. But now I realize it's all henna. It washes off. Yeah. All right. Well, nice to see you, Bridget. Yeah.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah. Anyone, or we're gonna open the cafe up, I think. All right, I'll start saying goodbye. Bridget, great to see you. Stephen R., nice to see you, bro. I only see about half of your head and a hand. That's cool. in the dancing. Let's not disturb that. Let's go. Annette, there you go. Gary C., my man in Placerville. Johannes in Germany, I think still. Mary Champagne. David Lowe. Chris B. Roman Mueller, the radiator. Yes, it's winter in Germany. I can tell by Roman his location on the Zoom, what season we're in, or at least Germany is in. Keith G, nice to see you. You got to get a fur-lined fanny pack, Rome. Like fanny pack, but hand warmer. Yeah. Keith G, nice to see you, Keith. Darshan, I'm going to say it in New York. Darshan. Graham, my man, nice to see you. Vlad, as always. Oh, it's looking nice down there in Portugal. Oh, yeah, we're going to have we got the dates for the Joshua thing. I think it's 8, 9, 10 or something. We're going to be in Joshua Tree. We rented the house, and I think we're going to get another house. So, but it's going to be that weekend, January 8th, 9, 10, 11, I think. Yeah, yeah. So that's settled as long as we're still alive, and we can get there. We're going to be down there. Now that we paid, I'm not dying until we. That's how I'm going to promote my extension in life.
Yeah.
I bought a ticket for next April. I can't pass away till then.
9 through 12.
9 to 12. So Joshua Tree, we'll have the 10th will be at the Saturday. We'll have a meeting there, and then we'll probably add another meeting on Sunday. So we'll have a little gathering in Joshua Tree. And if you stick with me, I have a senior citizen pass. You get in free to the park. Not bad. Shannon Corkery. Shannon was there the last time or sometime. Yeah, it was nice, eh? Kerry. Yeah. Diona. Diona, yes. Zoe. Oh, Zoe. Nice to see you, honey. Miss Folkman. The siren of the furnace. Wow.